So, a tool for how do I work recovery and relationship at the same time? One offer I want to make, and several of you kind of pointed at this, hinted at this, mentioned it. In relationship, when shit speeds up, when things feel crazy, we have a saying: when it's hysterical, it's historical. When you're doing and there's no logic happening, find a way to pause. Because anything after when it's hysterical, it's historical, anything after that is going to be traumatizing. And it's all we know, it's our cycle. It's not intentional, believe it or not. It's not intentional. And it's not always traumatizing to the other person. Sometimes it's me traumatizing me. Sometimes it's me weaponizing me. And what I was saying earlier, that's not always easy to do by ourselves. When we're in that emotional place, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but when I'm in that emotional place early on, I was a steamroller. I know I'm only 5 foot tall, but I can roll it. And that's not helpful. It's not, it doesn't do anything. I don't get any of the outcomes that I want. So I want you to think about when it comes to this tool, I want you to think about, have you ever seen teenagers in healthy conflict? Just think about it for a second. Have you ever seen teenagers use effective communication, speak in I statements, don't speak over each other? Have you ever seen teenagers with great conflict resolution in general? Yeah, me neither. That's who we become when shit speeds up and we get scared. It is the inner child or the inner teen. Whoever is the codependent one that's used to driving the bus and fixing everything, that's who shows up. That's also why it becomes cyclical. There, the argument is never about the laundry. It's not. Or the argument is not about the alcohol, or the argument is not about the acting out, whatever that behavior is. That's really not the core of the problem. What is the core of the problem is whatever that was done to me or whatever that I didn't get that I needed is the core problem. And as long as I keep vacillating back into my inner child or into my inner teen, that relationship is never going to reach the level of intimacy that I want it to be. Because this doesn't reach the level of intimacy that I want it to be. The highest form of intimacy is honesty with self. If I can't even be truthful with me, which, oh, believe me, I still get on that boat every once in a while. I try to convince myself of this shit because that's how my pathology shows up. She's very cunning. She's very baffling and she's very deviant. And that's how I know it's her because I'm not. I'm not those things authentically. And thanks to recovery, I know that. And so I can tell the difference in the two voices. But what I want to support you in is when you're in this place and it's amping up and it's getting bigger relationally, find the pause, not for the other person. Find the pause for me and me, because that's where the healing has to happen. And the one that's healed doesn't have to numb. Yeah. The one that's healed doesn't have to numb. I can feel all the feels. I have confidence and worth. I can speak what it is that I need. I know what I need. And I'm whole without needing other people. I want other people, but I don't need them. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. It's really hard when we're vacillating in and out, especially in early recovery, especially if two people are in early recovery. There's a lot that's happening there, and there's a lot of permission and empathy that is, you don't have to earn, it's just deserved. It's inherently, you deserve it. And we get so caught up at times because of the codependency that it really gets in the way. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and being able to recognize when to slow it down so I can be intentional versus reactive. And I think this was a great topic. I haven't done this one in a while. So if you guys have any other topics that are coming up for you, please feel free to email me, text me, tell me, however you usually communicate with me. Or you can tell your therapist and she'll tell me, because I'd be happy to share on it. We'll go ahead and close out the way that let me stop this real quick.